Well, Hellfire, it is Rock the Riff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy. And I was just going through Apple Music's top new tracks, and was just seeing who all was in the top, and I noticed Signs of the Swarm, Tower of Torsos. It is number 10. So it's number 10 in the Apple Music's best new songs. I have seen Signs of the Swarm live once, and they put on a hell of a show, bro. I saw them playing with one of my favorite bands, Shadow of Intent. I was like, fuck. Uh, Sounded just, or I wouldn't say just as good. I don't know a lot of Signs of the Swarm's music, but when they played live, they sounded fucking killer and put on a hell of a show. It's probably one of the funnest concert experiences I've had. But there was a few other acts there. I can't remember their names, but the last two bands was Signs of the Swarm and then Shadow of Intent was headlining. And I just remember having such a good time. I was with my bandmates, and it was the first, like one of the first times I'd been to a live concert, and I was like, I'm an asshole, man. I feel bad because when I go watch live music, I'm always like, damn, I wish it was me. I wish that was me. I love playing music. I love I love music. But every time I'm in a live set and I'm sitting there going, man, I wish it was me up on stage right now. I envy what the guys are doing. Uh or gals. And yeah. But either way, let's dive on into what's going on with Tower of Torsos. That just sounds evil as fuck. Okay. Yeah. I like that. So yeah, I mean, typical. What little bit I know of Signs of the Swarm, this is this this sounds like all their tracks. I'd have to like do a deep dive on Signs of the Swarm and try to really figure out the differences in what songs I listen to. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all, man. These dudes throw down. Like, I guess in the sense when I heard them live and hearing the intensity and all this crazy shit live is a lot different than listening to it here on YouTube and YouTube's compression in my headphones and all that. But they're throwing down. I'm liking some of these riffs. I wish I'd have to like really slow down, back up to break down and get into certain things. I like that riff. Yeah, I like that. I love them chop ups, man. Not bad. This vocalist is fucking killing it, man. There's a few tricks going on here and there, man. He's fucking hitting it hard. Okay. Back into it.
All I need to become is for one of you to die. All I need to become God.
They're fucking throwing down in this track, man. I've been trying to catch a good shot of the gear. I know that bass player. I wonder, is he playing a dingwall? Because it looks like a multi-scale bass. I've been trying to catch it this whole time. Then this dude, is that an Evertune bridge? I wouldn't mind trying something with an Evertune bridge. I've heard they feel funny. I've heard they feel weird. They like raise the strings in a weird way. But I still wouldn't mind trying. I don't know if that's exactly what that is what it makes me think it is. And then this dude. This dude is a trip, man. He's gotta have he seems like he's having so much fucking fun in front of the camera. Like don't get me wrong, I think I've said in the past on other videos of stuff I've checked out and the vocalist is like super getting into it. But this guy looks like he's having a blast, man. Just like, all I need to become God is, but for you the dog. Like, just, if you watched, I get to sit here and think, if you watched all the clips of him unedited and chopped up and chaotic, like how this music video is, I wonder if like the editor's just sitting there kind of getting a little giggle here and there. It's not in the sense of laughing to like truly make fun of the dude, but out of context, certain things just looks funny. That's for everything. You could be the guitarist dancing around swinging, and out of context, it would seem kind of funny. But within the intensity of the music and everything that's going on here, it's just fucking. It works perfect. I would, I would make the argument that I think this video is a bit. It's cut quick. It's cut so quick, man. Every time I see something and my brain is getting a second to try to filter and register what the fuck is going on, the shot cuts. It's a little too quick for me, for my eyes, and it's because I'm old or getting older. But it's still interesting. It's still interesting. In my case, I've still yet to hear that one Signs of the Swarm song that I think is just phenomenal and blows like other, or I wouldn't say blows other metal acts out of the water, but like like helps me be like, yo, have you heard that one Signs of the Swarm song like that? I think I'm such a big fan of like Shadow and like Cattle Decapitation. I, I I'm late to the game on Cattle, but man, they're just it's hard to fucking it's hard to roll them dudes, man. Like I got a lot of confidence in me and my band. I love what we write and I love what we put out, and I hope everybody that takes the time to check us out does too. But I could tell you right now, man, if my band had to follow Cattle Decapitation, that would be a tough sell right there, man. I think we'd have to. It's funny, me and my drummer talk to one another, and we're like, "Yo, man, we need to write us something like Cattle." And he's like, "Man, maybe one day if I can ever master heel toe." But these dudes are throwing down. I don't. I like this song. I like this song. It's like I said though, the only thing about it to me is I feel like I've heard Signs do this a lot. But there and again, I've only truly heard. I've heard them. I heard a whole live set list of them, and I couldn't tell you what one track was at that show. but they all had the same vein of this right here. And it was badass, man. I had a good fucking time. They had the crowd going. Maybe that's my thing for Signs. Like my first big outing with them was seeing them live, and so now I hear this and I'm like, it seems timid. Seems a little timid compared to when I was standing in it used to be called the Blind Tiger. It's called something else now. Either way. Fucking mass grave. Oh shit, the zombies come back to get it. Okay. A bit of a cookie cutter breakdown. Still sounds fucking awesome though. I've just heard it a lot. Uh I think my favorite part of the song is right here in the middle. And I'm always curious uh how they're able to pull off the riffs being this tight and cut up and chopped like that. Like I want to believe it's physically be able, you can physically do it and everything without having to rely on a computer and all that. But I've heard plenty of people make the argument to me that you gotta, it's chopped up in post, and what happens live is it's a backing track. But man, there's got to be a way to do it. That's a crazy sound. Whatever the hell that was. Where was the part at I'm talking about? Yeah, right here, dude. I loved this shit was slick.
Never be forgotten. All I need to become God is for all of you to die. All I need to become God is for all of you to die. There's a variety that separates me from negative from the endless cycle. I am eternal.
Yeah. It's not bad, man. It's not bad at all. I'd give this track, I'd give it a 7 or 8 out of 10 horns. Uh, there's a few things within it that I think that fall not, I don't know, cliche is a strong word to use, but there's a few things in it that I think I've heard other metal bands do a lot, but I will give credit to Signs of Swarm. They do it well. They do it very, very, very fucking killer. Like, I like the section right here. A second run through now though, it's got a lot of samples, which is cool. I dig it. I'm just now I'm trying to rack my brain back when I saw him at the Blind Tiger and how many mean, they just sounded killer live. But I can't remember if I seen them on stage. I can't remember if I saw like a big ass mixing board and a computer over there doing a lot of stuff. And the only reason why I bring this stuff up is because, from my own experience in my band, we don't have a computer. We literally take two guitars, 2 amps, and our drummer. We used to have a bass player, so we used to have bass, and a bass amp, but we've never had backing tracks. We don't have a computer. We don't have a click track in our drummer's ear. And basically that's the only thing we'd like to have. We wouldn't mind having an in-ear monitor system, but part of me, I like the fact that we don't rely on a computer to do certain things for us. And it could be a negative thing, because it's like if you listen to our album, our debut album, uh everything we write, we always have. I push for it myself. Everything we write, I always have. I'm like, man, if we cannot play it live, I don't want it on the album, and that's just the way how I feel. Now, granted, the studio version of our first album, there's a lot of keyboard and synth work that's in it, and we don't play that live. But we basically, I don't know what it is about an album. If you don't go through and knock out all the little bitty white noise frequencies and fill it with something, it makes stuff sound, I don't know, it makes stuff sound hollow. And so there is that on our first record, and it's like we're working on our second record now, and we've actually got a lady, Mystique. I'll play a little preview of it. We've got a lady, Mystique, that's working on some stuff for us to fill in the stuff. And it's like, we won't be able to have these live because we don't use the computer, but on the studio version, you'll be able to hear it. So I get that. I understand that there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. But the chopped up stuff. I know I see him doing the open string and palm muting in the first few frets. That shit's so tight, man. And I've yet to figure out myself. I've yet to figure out how to get my picking hand and my fingers to be able to do it that fucking tight. Because it's just so slick. Every time I hear stuff like that, I think it's badass. There's another guy, Heptadium. His albums, man, he does some crazy tight chopped up, like, it's so slick. And I think Size of Swarm does that shit really well. I know I've kind of went off on a tangent and everything, but I think that shit is fucking slick as all get out. So Size of Swarm does killer with that. The vocalist, man, to me, it might be the MVP of this track. This dude's range was all over the place, and he was murdering. I really digged that main line that's going through. What it's, for me to become a god, you all have to die. Is that what he was saying? So this is the I am eternal line. It's like right there, I hear that sample of like computer things, like going through that, and it's adding a bit of percussion and everything. It's pretty cool. What the hell's the God line? That shit is awesome, man. I love that line, bro. All I need to become God is for all of you to die. Fucking so stupid. It's just so over the top. Oh Lord. Mass graves. I've been sitting here looking at this until now where I've paused and looked. I was like, what the fuck were these earlier in the video? It's just mass pile of bodies. Alright. I think I've ran my mouth long enough. But Signs of the Swarm, y'all did a killer job. Killer job. I like the song a lot. The music video is alright. Yeah, I mean it's alright. It's a little chopped up, man. That music video is so chopped up and chaotic, and I get it. Music videos are chopped up. There's no getting around that. But it's so quick cut. It's so quick cut. It's hard for my brain to really capture everything, and it's people that are smarter than me, which the world is full of. Probably won't have no problem with it. They can filter everything faster than my brain can. I'm a bit of a dumbass. But if this ends up being your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me the pros and cons. I'm always trying to get better at doing this. And leave me some song suggestions. It could be some more Signs of the Swarm. I really need to dive into their discography and truly I want to hear if I don't know how to word that. I feel like I've heard this kind of song from Signs of the Swarm a lot, but then again, this is their bread and butter. But yeah, I'm always trying to listen to new music and check out all kinds of cool stuff across the board. And I can't think of nothing else to say. So stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.